Hey guys, Kamina the coach here. So it is a little dark. It's supposed to rain today. So bear with me with the lighting. Welcome back if you've been following me for a while. If this is your first time, my name is Kamina the coach. I am gonna skip the long introductions. You can go back and watch other videos if you want to know who I am or read um, the about section of my YouTube channel. So, like I said, my name is Kamina the coach, and I've been MIA for a while. I've been missing for a while. I've been working through a lot of things. There have been a lot of energetic shifts around me where I'm located, and in the universe, the earth and the universe all together. My words are kind of lacking. Anyways, so um, currently I'm living and working in Baghdad, Iraq. And as I think that a lot of my students have discovered my channel and are following me, I think that it's time, and for other people in the world as well, I think it's time for this message. It is a message that I keep getting again and again. It's not a new message, but because it keeps being repeated when I go in deep with spirit, I feel like it's probably something that I need to go ahead and voice. When I first started this channel, I leaned in really strongly. There's a video about how resistant I've been to talking about esoteric things, spiritual things on my channel because of a conditioning that I had when I was young. However, I think that as we move into a more enlightened period of time as humans, I think that it's important to talk about this. And to distinguish when I say a spiritual, I'm not talking about religion. So I want to talk a little bit about the things that need to fall away in order for these shifts as a people to happen. And it all ties back into the message. So the big message, I don't like to keep people in suspense. So the big message is love. And it doesn't matter what set of beliefs you choose to embrace. It all revolves around love. So if you take teachings from any of the major religions, so the major three being Christianity, Islam, and Judaism, all very, very, very similar. If you break them apart to their core, they all share the same message, and that is love your neighbor like they are yourself, because essentially they are you. Scientifically, it can be broken down to say that we were all created from the same particles. We are all part of the same whole. Energy cannot be separated, and we're all created of energy. If you choose to follow Islam, Judaism, Christianity, we are all made up of God. We're all one. So the three majors fall in together. Buddhism, Hinduism, all of these religions, essentially, power just went out, come back to the same overarching message that we need to take care of ourselves, each other, and everything that surrounds us. Like even the inanimate objects are, if you choose to call it God, Allah, Buddha, Judah, all of these things are made of the same thing that is what we are made of. Jesus was has been written in many different versions of the Bible to said, all of these things that I am capable of, you are capable of these things and more. The indwelling Christ, meaning the Spirit, is in all of us. So whatever it is that you're seeking is already there inside of you. And it will take this paradigm shift, this shift away from that what I believe is right and what you believe is wrong, for things to begin to level out and come to a new baseline on the planet. And I don't know if that will happen. And I don't know if it will happen in my lifetime, and I don't know if it will ever happen for humanity. But in order for things to, in order for humanity to survive, humans are going to have to come as a whole to this recognition that we're all created of the same thing, that the same thing that we're calling God, being, spirit, whatever you want to call it, creates and makes us all. One other thing that I think that is important to talk about, because science backs it as well, meditation, prayer, all of that backed by science, by talking about focused attention. So we're all made up of atoms. Atoms are made up of particles. In the study of particles and in quantum physics, we've discovered that when particles are observed, they behave differently, meaning we literally affect matter when we focus our attention on it. So whatever it is, literally, that you are focused with deep emotion and intention on, you're drawing it to you, whether you mean to or not. So anything that you are focused on with deep emotion and intensity, you're drawing it to you. Turn off the news. For those that work and live abroad, I've always said, stay tuned in, but peripherally. Don't be inundated. Stay informed, but not inundated. Stop focusing on all the negative things that are going on in the world. You're only creating more of it. You have amazing creative power. And if nothing else, you know that what you're focusing on, you're affecting. So focus on something positive. Focus on something that you want. Focus on something that's good for yourself, for your family, for humanity even more. And be grateful for it before you even see the fruits of it. If you are a religious person, then part of that is faith. I'm no longer a religious person. I am spiritual. I am connected to spirit. I just choose not to call it any of these dogmatic names any longer. But it's all the same idea. And at their core, also, they ask you to have some degree of faith. But if you can see the proof of it in your day-to-day life, and I do definitely feel when I lean into my practice, the truth of the undercurrent of all this stuff. So at its core, it's all love. And so focus your time and your energy and your thoughts and those deep connective feelings, those deep emotional feelings. The things that you're really focused on should be focused on the things that are good for yourself, for the world, for humanity, for the earth. Not on hate, division, separatism, because all of that idea of separate, us versus them, is an illusion. And it's the illusion that is destroying us. It's tearing us apart. You are not different from that person, from that flower, from that tree. We're all made of the same God energy. So that's the message that I've been getting repeatedly, that I needed to share with people. If you're having a hard time leaning into this, I would ask or encourage you to close your eyes and ask yourself, how do you know you have feet? Then ask yourself, how do you know you have legs? Then ask yourself, how do I know I have a stomach? How do I know I have arms? How do I know I have a neck? How do I know I have a head? And as you have your eyes closed and you ask yourself that stuff, you should begin to feel the aliveness inside of you. And when you return to this aliveness inside of you, this is the same thing as returning. This is returning to spirit, returning to the being, returning to the creation, the creator, returning to energy, to the universe, to God. Which is why we have all the great teachings have talked about prayer, meditation, being still, being quiet, but not going outside, but going within. And so if you have a hard time quieting your mind to do this, focusing on the in and out of the breath, actually focusing on it. And as you make this part of your practice, like, especially if you're praying, if you're a Christian or a Buddhist, a Christian, a Muslim, or a Jewish person, in your prayers, really focusing on that aliveness in your body. And I think that you'll find that it gives you a different type of connection, a different type of joy, a different type of peace, so that you're able to connect with your brother, with your sister, with flowers, with the trees, with the earth, and find a different kind of peace that you might not have known that you were able to access before. That's all I have today. There's so many other techniques that I could share with you, but honestly, I think I've given them a lot of them on this channel. Be gentle with yourselves. The outward form is never going to be perfect. The indwelling spirit is perfect because it is everything. There's no duality, it's everything. The outward, though, is stuck in a time of, or in a plane of imperfection. And so be gentle with yourself. Be kind and loving to yourself, because you can't be kind and loving to others until you can do that for yourself. And until the next time, my name is Kamina the Coach, sending you love, light, peace, and joy. Until next time, I'm out.